Recording in progress. So again, everyone, just a huge welcome to everybody that's come tonight. Tonight is a session on personal branding. We've got ARee in the house that is going to kick that session off for those that can't be here on the live recording. We are recording this just now. So I'm going to hand it over to ARee. Do you need to share screen or do you need to do anything else, or I'll just hand it over to you?
Yeah. Kia ora, Vix. Thank you so much for the warm welcome. I'm just sharing this and welcome everyone again to this call. I'm so excited. I like literally can't wait to share these tools with you by the end of this session, which is only going to be 15 minutes because I'm going to allow time for you to do the activities. So make sure you have a pen or a notebook or anything to write down your thoughts, because at the end of this, you are going to have a clear statement on your target niche and what pain point and problem you are going to solve. So I'm so excited. So let's start. Now, today I was on a masterclass in branding with Emily Ford. It was free, and who doesn't like freebies? I do. I love freebies. And these are the notes from that. Now, I had planned something completely different around branding, specifically for content creation, which I'm going to do another week. But today is very foundational. So again, thank you for being on the replay, and thank you for being in the room on Zoom today. Now, branding, clarity in a world of noise. Like, how noisy is social media? It's hard to even stand out, let alone get anyone to watch your content. And it can be really frustrating sometimes. It feels like you're on this churning wheel, trying to stand out, trying to grow your business, and you're wondering, why have I not converted anything yet? Is it me? 100% it isn't you at all. It isn't, because you're unique, you're worthy, you're amazing, and you are built for anything that you desire to do in your life. So once you start believing that, you can at least believe it or borrow the belief from your upline or anyone that you confide in or as your leader, because that's what's going to give you the fire inside here to believe it, to borrow that belief for yourself, to move in that alignment. Now, when it comes to branding, it's really simple. This is what it is. Presenter view isn't working at the moment, so I'm just going to scroll up. Branding on social media is how people recognize and trust you online. And when we think about it like that, it's like, oh yeah. Like, can you think of someone right now? Just try and think of somebody right now that you follow online that you completely trust and that you recognize. Like, when they pop up in your feed, you know what you're going to get. You know if they're going to make you laugh, if they're going to give you some type of education or value. You just know what they stand for. That's what you're going to bring. By the end of this, we're going to have a strategy to get you out there and creating content that's going to do the same with confidence. But branding is truly that simple. What do people know about you? How can you get them to trust you? So now we go to the first point. Whatever is stopping you from showing up online is what you are not free from yet. So I'll just repeat that again. Whatever's stopping you from showing up online is what you are not free from yet. Now, when I heard this statement, I was like, whoa, that's huge. So then how do I get free? What are those things? Is it like being online for the first time ever? Is it you might not like your voice, or you might have insecurities about yourself that's stopping you from even turning the camera on? Is it fear of failure? Is it the fear of what people would think about you? All those things can come into play. Whatever is stopping you from doing that, that's what will highlight the thing that you will need to focus on. Because guess what? Branding is not supposed to be a prison. Being on social media and showing your authentic self shouldn't be a prison, shouldn't keep you bound. So we want you to be free. And moving in freedom, when you find your voice, your unique voice, and you should come alive in that. Whatever it is, your foundation that you stand upon, your values, your life story, whatever that is, it will flow naturally. When you and those things, the world will highlight the things that you that keep you bound anyway, because it does. People might say you're ugly, you're not gonna amount to anything in life. They could say all these negative things at you, and then you start to believe it. And so then you stop because you've already let that, you've believed those lies. But they're not true. They're not true at all. You have everything it takes. You truly do. There's no special sauce. I didn't get to 3-star or silver in however many weeks because I do this better or that better or this better. I've just worked on what were the things that stopped me from wanting to progress forward. But it's taken years for me to get to how confident I am now. So many failures along the way. I mean, my family have seen me up and down on social media. And I was doing social media when nobody even had like cell phones or an Instagram account. In 2012 when I got Instagram, and everyone thought I was weird posting on there. But I learned something about myself, that sometimes you've got to do what other people aren't willing to do to get to where you want to go. And that takes like letting go of your pride, not being selfish, and just doing the mahi to get the treats. And you've got it. Everyone has that inside of them. So it's just trying to find that inside to be able to do what you're capable of. Now, the first point is realize that it's about them, your target niche, and the people that you're speaking to, and not you. So when it comes to branding and creating value content, it's about what value you can give to your people that are watching. So if you know your target niche and you know the people that you want to speak to, then you know that they're the ones that you're speaking to. So I don't know, maybe Casey Neistat, if you've ever heard of Casey Neistat, he was a famous YouTube blogger. He used to just do vlogs, mean, awesome visuals, all of that. And he was one of the first on the scene. He created a brand around that. You knew you were going to get something that was fast, that was quirky, that would provide content, because he was a videographer or filmographer. He was like a film producer as well. All these things, we knew that about his brand. But then vlogging started to die off, because actually it's quite selfish, and people don't want to watch someone saying, oh, I had a coffee and then I had this and then I had, what value are you providing? Unless you're going to tell me what type of grain that coffee is that you're drinking and tell me like what value it could give to me in my life, because I love coffee, I'm going to just skip and go next. So number one, that point, realize it's about the people that you're speaking to and not about you. So it's about service, so that you can build trust. Second point, and there's only 3, I'm nearly already finished, is get crystal clear on the message that you want to say. What are you trying to tell your people when you create content online, or one day when you do create multiple contents on multiple platforms? Get crystal clear on your message. And now we're going to go into an activity, and I'd love for you to share, grab your pen and paper, or just think about this. Your activity for the next 2 minutes is, what do you always talk about? Think of 1 point, 2 points. What do people thank you for? And what breaks your heart? So for example, what do I always talk about? I love talking about my son, like how hard it is to bring up a toddler over 40 and the amount of energy it takes. Oh my gosh. And how, back in the days, we got the wooden spoon. Can't do that now to discipline children. So what are other ways that I can do that with my son that's still going to teach him how to learn something, but using words and other ways of doing that? So I love to talk about my son. I also love to talk about TikTok. I love it. I've been on TikTok since it was Musical.ly. So that's something else I'm passionate about. So think about, what do you love? What do you find yourself always talking about? Even if nobody else is into it, you naturally talk about it. What do people thank you for? Oh, thank you so much for making that meal. I love that you said that to me. You might be a natural encourager. You might be, you know what your love language is. And if you don't, definitely find that out. Love languages online, you'll be able to Google it. When you find out what people thank you for, it kind of gives you an inclination or kind of insight into you, what people love about you. And then what breaks your heart. So I'm talking too much. Please take a minute to answer those questions, because then you can keep them for yourself when you define your statement later on. Got 1 minute. And then I'd love for one of you to share when you're ready. And then if anyone is wanting to share, please just unmute and you can share it. Just 30 seconds or less.
Kia ora everyone. Thank you, ARee and Vicki. What do I always talk about? Whānau. And what do people thank me for is probably being supportive to them, and if they're suffering is what breaks my heart. So, yeah, that's who I speak about or speak to, and tautoko.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Kia ora whānau. Kia ora.
Kia ora, Olivia. That's awesome. And that in itself took bravery to share. So be the first one, it's always the hardest day. Oh, who's gonna go? What if someone goes and then I want to go and then we like clash? That's why I don't like hopefully get in there quick. No, that was awesome. Thank you. If anyone wants to share.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sweet. So what I talk about, there's a my moko most of the time. People don't get bored with it, so that's good. One of the things I get thanked for is coaching, teaching, same thing. And the thing that breaks my heart is abused elders, our elderly, when their kids take advantage of them. And do lots of horrible things to them. Yeah, that's my heartbreaker.
Oh, thanks, Mum. Thank you for sharing that. It's hard, eh? You know, these questions are there for a reason. It's to remind us of who we are and getting that clarity around all the things that evoke our emotions and the things that we're connected to. And I think that it truly is foundational to finding who you are and how you can share your values and who you are online when growing your business, because it is about building that trust. Thank you both for sharing. Yeah, that's beautiful. I know it's a hard one too, especially that what breaks your heart, because I was thinking about that and I was just thinking, oh man, this all comes to play with how we show up online. What are we prepared to talk about? What do we stand for? What makes us go out there and fight for, like, what makes us want to move mountains, whether it be for our whānau or, you know, what breaks our heart? All of those things come into play when choosing who you want to be and who you authentically are and branding yourself online. And that's what people love. Now, the last point is, what is their pain point? Now, we're talking to our target audience. What's their pain point? So I've got some examples there. For me, being a manager, I know a lot of people that are millennials like myself or Gen Xers, they find it hard to manage Gen Zs. So I've actually helped people my age and up learn how to speak and communicate to Gen Zs, because they are not the easiest to manage. So you kind of have to let them believe that they're making the decisions. It's like having children, basically. So you can't do the old school way. You need to do this. You need to do it now. No, that's not going to work with them. They'll be like, I'm going to call in sick tomorrow. I don't like you. But, you know, it's like that. And I really believe that, because I manage mostly Gen Zs anyway. I've got here healing through divorce, feeding your children. Like, who are the people that you're speaking to and what problem do you want to solve? Now, last activity, and this is the big one. This is the one where you're going to come away from the Zoom call having a clear statement of your target niche, what you're going to do, and who you're going to help, how you're going to help them. So the activity is to take 2 minutes, complete this statement for yourself. I or we help in your target market, clear and compelling outcome, whatever it is, without your major pain point. Now, I've got my example here, and this is my new target niche. I help burned out network marketers make a true residual income online without selling products. So that's my new statement for myself. So if anyone comes to me and asks, oh, what is it that you do? I'm not going to be like, I'm in Save Club and Live Good and have 2 residual incomes, too much already. They're gonna be like, hey, okay, weird. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Which is what I've done so many times when people go, what are you doing? And I'm like, So if you get a clear statement for yourself, and you can start now, it will help you to define who you're talking to, and it'll make it so much easier to explain what it is that you do. I've got another one here, this example. While you complete the activity, we help stay-at-home mums cook nourishing kai for their family without buying processed food. So that already is going to be enticing for somebody who wants to align with that. You know, if I was a cook, and which I'm not, that's why I have a heat and eat meal here, because I can't cook. And it was on sale. It was cheaper than buying ingredients. So yeah, get really clear, get really defined. It's super simple, and you can change it as well over time. But I am going to ask if 2 people could share this, if you're wanting to share. Once you've finished, just you can come off mute, and I'll talk at the moment for those who are on the replay, and you are writing down this on your piece of paper. You can change it. You might even want to do it after, when you have a little bit of clarity around who you want to talk to. But once you do it, it will become so simple, and there'll be no more blur anymore. People do not want to watch someone online who doesn't even know who they are talking to. So if you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one, really. If you're wanting to share, please do, or I will choose you. I know when
ARee.
Yeah. Oh, kia ora.
Kia ora. I'm not here to share anything. I just wanted to know your last statement that you just made. If you're sharing to everyone, you're sharing to no one. Can you elaborate?
Yeah, so with that, and a lot of people in the branding, like that, experts in branding say, if you're not clear on who you're speaking to, it won't land with your target market. So and that goes right even with algorithms, it's the same. So when we do our hashtags and creating TikTok content, for example, we're hashtagging residual income, you know, stay-at-home moms, or whatever our target niche is. It will make it a lot clearer, and those people will find you and resonate with you. Does that answer your question? It took me a long time to understand that. It took me a lot of failures trying to create content that wanted to convert everyone, because I have a heart for everybody to want to grow an online business. But it wasn't until I like niche down that I started getting traction. And that's how I grew my Save Club business so quickly, is because I targeted Live Good people. That was my target niche when I got into Save Club. Before that, it was just anybody, but I was doing warm market calls as well to build my Live Good business. Does that help answer the question?
Yeah, no, that's all good. That's all good. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right, who would love to share?
Kia ora whānau. Yes, I would share.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. So what I've read, because I've done this multiple times and it's changed over the times. So my one is, I help stay-at-home parents who want to create more life break cycles and build an online business so they can have the freedom, flexibility, financial stability without missing out on time with their kids.
Oh, I love that. How did you say that so quickly?
Because I had it all written down on my laptop, so I got all my notes down on my laptop, so yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, without missing time with the kids. And that's powerful, right? And already that target market, there's so many of us
Yes.
out there that just want more time with our kids. So when you know how clear your voice is, it's easier to reach the people that you want to speak to as well, and the algorithm picks up on that. And then the connection is real that way. Thank you for sharing. See how easy that was? Just that already is like the blue is gone. Is there anyone else before I call on maybe potentially my upline? I'll give anyone else a chance to share before.
Your potential upline sounds like Andre.
Yeah. He's my upline. Would you like to share, Dad, boss moves?
Yep. So my niche is digital marketers, and I help digital marketers get plugged into a better system that produces passive residual income without the ghosting.
Oh, yes, without the ghosting, because we all know about that. So when did you change it? Just tonight?
No, it was today.
Oh,
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. When I was going through my AI scripts, I was like, oh, that's a good one. Yeah. So that'll be on my next videos.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, amazing. That's perfect. And see how, like, that's it. That's how easy it is. Once we get clear on who we're speaking to, it makes it so much easier. And I know some of you are already churning out content to your target niche because we've talked about it in the chats. And I'm already seeing, like, just the way that you're coming through on camera. It's way more, it's clearer. Your voice is mean. Like it's just, there's no blur anymore when I see the growth, because I'm watching all of you before I go to bed too, so I might be up late. All right, thank you so much. If you didn't get a chance to share, you can send it through to me if I'm your lead and you're in the leadership chat. I would love to hear it, but we're going to finish up very soon. We've got about 4-6 minutes. Your brand is you, your values, your voice, speak with intention. And I think this is huge. Just do you. At the end of the day, who cares what anyone else is doing out there? You just do you and stand on that foundation of who you are and what's made you, you. Let go of the voices, let go of the negativity, the naysayers, and just flow in what is naturally you. And I think once we embrace that, then you begin to stand out online and people are compelled to want to buy the thing that you're selling, because it's all about trust and building trust. Even vulnerability, when you share vulnerable moments, you don't have to, but if you ever did, sometimes it's people that you least expect that connect with you and you're like, oh, and they've maybe gone through the same thing, or there's that empathy that comes, and then people want to jump on that journey and celebrate your wins, even though they might not buy from you today, they might buy from you in a year's time or tomorrow. So the challenge for this week is I would love for you to practice saying your statement and just put it everywhere, post-it notes or on your phone or in your notes, and practice it, so that when people come up to you and ask, oh, so what is it that you do? I've seen you doing some type of business. Boom, drop the truth bomb. Boom, drop the statement. And they'll be like, whoa, like, because you'll know it. It's like a script, but it's not a script because it's like literally what you do. And then number 2, create your first post with your new statement just in mind and start speaking to your audience with conviction, confidence, and target the pain points. Those are the challenges that I would love to see. If you want to take it on, it's up to you if you want to. Even those on the replay right now, you can send this through to me and say, I completed the challenge. I would love to celebrate you, but it's in your growth. And then that's all. Thank you so much for being on the call. I hope you got something from it.
I've got one thing.
Yes, go. I'll just.
It sounds like we're just talking about posting on TikTok. Am I right or wrong?
It's on branding in general, just overall branding for any platform. I'm just referring to TikTok because most of us are on there. But
Oh,
you
yeah.
can use anything. You could use Facebook. Really, it's just
Yeah, I'm no longer doing TikTok. I think you might have read my post
Yes.
about you and Charlene. Yeah, I can't do TikTok. Like I said, I've only got one lung. I'm always out of breath, so I can't do TikTok. So I've reverted back to full time on Facebook, which is unfortunate. But every now and then I keep in touch on TikTok without speaking. Even now, just talking to you, it's yeah.
Oh, well, thank you so much for sharing. I love that you're doing Facebook. I have to get some tips from you because I don't know how to do that one. But thank you so much for sharing. So you can apply all of this to your Facebook.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, kia ora, everyone. That is us. We've got 2 minutes. We'll wrap up. Since we have 2 minutes, does anyone have any questions or want to share anything really quickly? We definitely respect your time, and no time with whānau is everything. So we never want to go over. Is there anyone who has any questions? Or even if you do, just fire them away to me in the DMs. I'm always here. But I'll hand it over to Vicki, and she's probably going to close it off. But thank you to everyone on the replay, and thank you to you all here in the Zoom room. We believe in you. I believe in you, and I can't wait to see you really succeed in your business and just keep growing. Keep growing. So thank you so much. Thanks, Vix.
Thank you so much, ARee. I got a lot out of that. So, yep, there's always something new to learn. And I think it's important that when you're creating content, because I'm new to the whole TikTok thing, new to creating content about myself. I've created content for other people, but when it came to myself, I didn't really want to do it. But now just going through this, I wrote my statement, and it is helping people like myself, women over 40 that work full time, not have to work full time and get rid of burnout. So that's my target audience, but I'm going to continue to refine it over time. So thank you so much for sharing about personal branding. I've always wondered, what is personal branding? But when I think about the way that I trust people online, I already know what I'm going to get. I know why I'm following that person or why I'm buying that brand. It's because I trust that brand. And ARee, tonight, thank you for teaching us those points. What I'll do is I will pop the recording up probably tomorrow, guys. But thank you, whānau, for joining us. Have a beautiful, beautiful evening. And if you're having dinner, I'm about to have my dinner. Everyone else, enjoy your dinner. And we will catch you next week for another awesome, fun-packed 30-minute session next Wednesday. We will see you all then. Have a beautiful evening, everyone. Ka kite.
Ka kite.